Firstly, I owe you an apology. Last year, I committed to putting out a video every day. And as you noticed, there became a bit of a break in between the videos and then they stopped altogether. Please accept my sincere apologies. Life got incredibly hectic. I got a little bit burned out and I took a break. But I'm back. What I'd like to discuss with you today, I'd like to share a story quickly. Many years ago, when I was drinking incredibly heavily, on the way home, I would stop off at an Engen petrol station on Northfield in Johannesburg. That petrol station still exists, and I would buy a bunch of pies and either eat them at the station cold or go home and eat them. I was too tired to cook, and these pies became a symbol of the abuse that I was putting myself through. My excessive drinking, my self-loathing, and my self-hatred. And every time I would stop off at that petrol station at night to buy these pies, I would sink lower and lower in how I felt about myself. 2 weeks ago, coming back from Cape Town on a Saturday evening, after the most incredible, successful, wonderful trip, I stopped in at the same petrol station as someone that I was with needed to pick up something before they got home. It was quite late and they were wanting to get something to eat. And I was confronted immediately with the memories, and those feelings of self-loathing, self-disgust came up so much that they were almost overwhelming. And what I realized and what I made myself realize was how far I had come from the drunk stopping off at a petrol station to buy pies because there was no food at home. All the money had been spent on alcohol, and the only sustenance that I got was petrol station pies, to someone who had just returned from a successful trip and was coming home to have as early a night as possible. It was nearly 12 o'clock, I think, because we took a very late flight out of Cape Town, and getting home up early the next day to go to the gym and coach clients. So the things that we tear ourselves apart about in our past can become the things that we are the most proud of or incredibly proud of. When I'm going through a tough time, when there's a lot of pressure, I remind myself of those moments where I was at my lowest, where I was struggling the most, and now where I am today. And whether it's great progress or whether it's minimal progress or whether it's just surviving, we need to remind ourselves that sometimes those darkest moments when we're at our lowest and we've survived that is something to be incredibly proud of. And what I'd like you to do, and if you can journal this even better, write down those moments when you were at your darkest. Write down those incredibly difficult challenges that you have now survived and where you are today. You may not be where you want to be. You may not even be where you need to be. But you've overcome your lowest point. You've overcome your greatest challenge or your greatest challenges to date. So just as pulling into that petrol station for me was a reminder of where I was when I was drinking at my lowest to where I was 2 weeks ago, we need to keep reminding ourselves of that, to keep understanding that we've struggled through so much and that we've overcome so much. Thanks for the thumbs up. And that we're capable of so much more, that we're capable of surviving and we're capable of thriving. When things are difficult, remind yourself, and that's the incredible gift of journaling. Write down in your journal what you've overcome. Write down those challenges that you faced. Maybe you're just dealing with them on a daily basis, but you're dealing with them on a daily basis. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, remind yourself of how strong you are and what you've already overcome. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow. Love you guys. Take care. Oos. It feels good to be back.